Nation. Harry here, stuck in Central Texas with the pandemic, but fortunately, I'm in the good company of my friend Howard Cohen, also in a very nice place in the winter outside of Phoenix, Arizona. Howard, how you doing?
I'm good, Harry. How are you?
Good. And that cough is not what you think. I've had a dry cough for over 20 years, so no need to panic. Let's talk about your paradigm on the evolving MSP. Sir, take it away. What is the story?
Well, for about 5-6 years, I wrote a column for a Redmond channel partner called The Changing Channel. And at that time, I think everybody was moving from being a reseller to being an MSP and trying to figure out the business model. They couldn't figure it out. And slowly but surely, they did figure it out. And then just as they got to MSP, cloud erupted. So they were going there. And eventually, it all settled down and the channel kind of stopped changing. So about 2 years ago, we stopped. We're coming back with the evolving MSP because now what I see happening is that everybody who became an MSP is recognizing that you can't be all things to all people and you can't stay where you are for long. So they're all differentiating. They're all going in different directions and looking for something to make them stand out from the crowd, something to differentiate them from their competitors. Some are becoming CSPs, but that's quickly becoming ubiquitous. Some are becoming data DSPs, renting out data scientists, which is a pretty penny. Some are becoming IoT specialists. Others are becoming AI specialists. And I think that as we move forward, we're going to see more of that. So I thought it would be a good idea to create a place where we could all talk about it, suggest examples, bring out new ideas. And that's what the evolving MSP is all about.
And so let me get this straight. Is the evolving MSP a property? Is it something I could go, and forgive me, but is it something I could go log on to and join? It's a
column in Redmond Channel Partner Magazine. If you go to rcpmag.com, we're there every other week.
Wow, that's a heck of a lot of typing. Well, I've been preaching for a couple of years. As you know, I invested forward about, good Lord, 3.5 years ago into the cannabis technology sector, the supply chain, the vertical, not the lifestyle side. Let's just be perfectly clear. It's the business side. And that's part of my conversation with the SMB Nation community about evolving is, that's the flag I'm currently carrying. But more importantly, Howard, I think I'm trying to set an example because, quite frankly, the cannabis vertical is not for everybody. And that's not necessarily the point. It's more what you're doing to get off your Zoom rear end and make it happen.
I got to be honest with you, Harry.
How many columns have you done? And
I spend most of my time on Zoom these days. I live in Maricopa, Arizona, which is 20 miles across the desert, so I don't get out much. This is the bulk of how I communicate with people. We've already done about 5 or 6. We've been going on since August, so probably about 6.
And have you tackled vertical conversations? And I'll give you an example. I'm sure you haven't tackled it. It's actually a project I'm working on, and I'll be doing some more messaging after the first of the year for MSPs, but it's third-party maintenance, which loosely translated as extended warranties. And it's actually counter-cyclical. So you could go to your larger clients. It's not the S, it's definitely the M. That might have a data center, and you can go and sell them a third-party maintenance to extend the life of their hardware, right? Once the OEM maintenance agreement expires and they don't have to do a refresh. Here again, I'm twisting that as an opportunity for, to borrow on your phrase, the evolving MSP, right? We've got to find these little micro niches. So go ahead.
I hear you, Harry, but that one in particular, I mean, I was in that business when I was at the computer factory way back in 1985. So that's not a new business model. Extending warranties. I mean, IBM came out with their dealer service option, and set the pace for that and told us, hey, we'll never outprice you, so go for it. And it built a big business for us. These days, everybody kind of poo-poos break fix. But if
Yeah.
you look at the UCaaS market, that's exploding. And
Yeah.
who knows what direction it's going to go in. The AI market has endless possibility between recommender engines and tech support and other kinds of call center applications. I think that we're going to see I really think it's a parallel to the medical profession
Yeah.
where,
Yeah.
you have a general practitioner, but there are fewer and fewer of those. Now, really, it's all about being a specialist. So you go to a
Yeah.
different doctor for literally every part of your body. I think you're going to go to a different expert for every part of your infrastructure and your applications. And I think that's a great idea. I mean, not for nothing, but we all end up with best of the best.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to take it upon myself to go catch up on your columns over at my friends too, Redmond Channel Partner Magazine. Happy holidays to Scott out there and the reason for the season. And we'll check in with you next quarter. Let's double click down into a couple of your topics. I
All right,
appreciate it.
you better catch up on your reading there, Harry. There will be a test.
Okay. All right, Howard. Thank you.
Take care, my friend.
Yep.